Hey guys, and welcome to another video of the daily vlog here at Bro Seriously. I wanted to take a second to say thank you to everyone that we've been hanging out with in streams, everybody that we've been hanging out with on social media and YouTube. It's been a really awesome experience so far, and we really have enjoyed kind of immersing ourselves more into the community and more into the gaming world. It's been crazy. We've met so many cool people, so many different types of people, and it's been such a fantastic ride so far. And we really look forward to meeting more of you and getting to talk to more of you guys as we continue some of these projects we're doing. So today's topic, vlog is about mobile gaming and the future of mobile gaming, and maybe more of a specific example, but we want to see, where we think mobile gaming is going in comparison to how it is going to cross paths with PC gaming or with console gaming. Mobile gaming has become such a huge part of culture now. If you look at it, you see commercials for things like Clash of Clans, Candy Crush, all these different things, and there's just different ads and stuff all over every piece, and every TV show or every piece of pop culture has some type of mobile game at this point, which I think is really interesting. And more in depth with that becomes, how does that impact the console and the PC world? And I think more interesting, so how does it enhance it? Because I think there's a really large piece of this that mobile gaming is introducing gaming to the mainstream world without even realizing it, right? I think what we're seeing is there are people that would never play games. A lot of elderly people, a lot of people that just did never pick up a controller or console and play video games. But instead, they're playing, they're leveling up in Clash of Clans, or they're playing Candy Crush, or they're playing Madden Mobile, or for me, I love Royal Revolt 2, tower defense games, whatever it is. I mean, there's so many different things. There's geocaching, games and that type of thing. So I think it's really interesting because gaming is in this transition right now where it's becoming more to the mainstream population, which I think is something that is kind of divisive a little bit if you really look at it. And when you talk to some gamers, like, there's a kind of a purist, I think. You hear things like PC Master Race and things like that. But I think there's kind of a purist thing where we enjoy it being niche, and we enjoy it being like in this subculture back of the room, like in a dark shady corner kind of thing. So I think it's kind of scary to some people. I referenced Ready Player One last time when it came to video games, and I think things like people like Samsung make the Gear VR, and I think what we're looking at is the VR world is really introducing gaming to the mainstream. Augmented reality, I think, is also really, really cool. I think it's something that's going to help push this further into the mainstream because people like interaction, and that's what VR and AR really are doing, is they're bringing the interactive piece to it. And I think that's a place where gaming has a platform in the mainstream. And it's really interesting to see how it's progressing moving forward because, I was recently, when I was on vacation, I was watching, Madden, a Madden tournament in a bar on the boat, and it was really crazy to hear, like, how split things are, because I actually was enjoying watching it because I'm a Madden player, not great, but I play Madden. But to hear some of the the older generations, let's call it that, complaining because it was a video game, it wasn't even real. But I mean, the skill set was crazy, just the plays, those types of things, just the thought process. But what's also interesting is how we have a lot of gamers that really hate on things like Madden as well. And it's interesting for me to see things like ESPN picking up Street Fighter, tournaments, or picking up the Madden tournaments. That's a huge celebration for us as gamers. It's something that is helping to move what we love into a mainstream world, where maybe there are more people that are picking up on it. Maybe there are folks that never thought about the gaming community, but now they're going to move forward with it. And I think that's huge, and I think that we as gamers should really embrace people that have the same passion as we do. It's great to be competitive, and it's great for us to do that. But as things like mobile moves into this, I think it's really interesting that it's pushing the regular phone user, into this. And one thing to really understand, I think, as we move forward, is that actually work in the cellular, the mobile world, and there's nothing more used and abused than a cell phone. It really is an extension of us, and it's a digital leash. And think about how much we use it, and think about the games and stuff that we love playing on PC. What happens when that becomes available on a phone? What happens when that becomes available on a tablet or whatever next device comes out? That really it becomes an extension of those things. And I think that's where we're really leaving the conversation at this point, is to say, where do you see this going? Where do you see, the mobile world and the console world colliding, and either going parallel with one another? Do they cross paths, and do they become extensions of one another? There's some games that you can play now that allow you to use your phone, like on PlayStation. There's a game that you can play where you can like answer questions with your phone or do certain things on your phone. Does it become more in depth like that? Are we going to start seeing games like, Watch Dogs, that was that was really deep into tech, utilize your actual cell phone for gameplay, where you can actually utilize the camera on your phone, or utilize the texting function, or to hack certain things. Like, that's kind of a really cool idea that I think is where we are. So, to leave you here is, where do you guys see mobile gaming going? Do you see it as a good thing for the masses? Do you see it as a great thing for those that are now getting into gaming that usually wouldn't be? Are you a purist, and are you against it? But leave us a comment, leave us your thoughts. We'd love to have a discussion and see what you guys are thinking. So once again, thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. We really do appreciate it here at Bro Seriously, and we'll see you out there, and keep gaming.